All right, welcome to part two. Sorry, we just had to do the part two before we go, and it's even good that it's on a one video that you can have and all that. So over to Olufemi Abraham. Yes, sir.
Okay, so we need to know some of the requirements, some of the specification that your phone will have to have for it to function well with KineMaster. And we have a video that has been recorded for us, basically for the Android and also for the iPhone. There are some countries where we have more iPhone prevalent over Android, but whichever site you are, whether iPhone or Android, you always have an option of what to do. But the basic requirements will be analyzed now as we play. Let me play the video, then I'll put some little.
KineMaster Pro. The KineMaster is a video editing application that brings a full suite of editing tools to iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, and Android devices. It is designed for productivity on the go. KineMaster delivers the ability to create professional video content without being tied to a computer. System requirements. KineMaster is currently available for iPhone, iPad, and Android devices. KineMaster on Android. KineMaster requires at least Android 4.1.2, but works best on 4.2 or later. Due to the large number of Android devices, we cannot mention or list every device that is supported. However, in general, capabilities and performance are tied to the type of chipsets, also called the system on a chip or SoC, used in the device. A good rule of thumb is that the video recording and playback capability of the device should be at least twice that of the video you want to edit. In other words, if you want to edit 1080p at 30 frames per second video, the device should be able to handle at least 1080p at 60 frames per second video. And it's even better if the device can handle 1080p Full HD at 120 frames per second. It is important to know that many popular phone and tablet models are manufactured in multiple configurations using different chipsets. So if you are planning to buy a device specifically to run KineMaster, please carefully check the chipsets in advance. Other chipsets may be supported as well. In addition, this information is for the most general case for each chipset. Although you can use KineMaster with many other chipsets as well, please be aware that it cannot be guaranteed whether it will work. So video layers may not be available and may experience reduced performance in some cases. Please keep this in mind before making any buying decisions in terms of a mobile device if you need to run it with KineMaster.
All right, sorry for the internet. Let's go.
And maximum import-export resolution. You can check the results by going to the device capability information screen, accessible via the gear icon on the KineMaster project list screen. If you experience reduced performance, this happens in very cases. However, for the few users who experience this, there are some advice. There are two possible reasons why this can happen. Another app may have interfered with the analysis. To verify this in this case, restart your device and without running any other apps, launch KineMaster and rerun the hardware performance analysis. To do this, restart your phone or tablet. Start KineMaster. Don't run any other apps before this. Select the gear icon on the project list screen. Choose Device Capability Information. Tap the three dots menu in the upper right corner of the screen. Choose Run Analysis now. After the analysis completes, if you still don't experience improved results, it means most likely the initial performance test was wrong. KineMaster initial guess about your device performance may have been wrong. For example, KineMaster may have guessed that your device is capable of only 2 video layers, when in fact it can handle only 1. This may be true when if you successfully created a project with 2 video layers before running the performance analysis. The reason is that during the hardware performance analysis, KineMaster checks the worst case, the maximum number of video layers, the maximum resolution at the same time as a crossfade transition between 2 other video clips on the main timeline, and also the maximum resolution with speed control applied, and the whole project exported at the maximum supported resolution. This is because KineMaster provides a real-time editing preview which pushes the limits of the device far beyond simply recording or playing a video. In reality, you may push the hardware less than this and it may be possible, for example, 2 video layers but with image on the main timeline and no speed control. But the reason why it is not supported officially is that it cannot be guaranteed that the export will succeed in all cases. If you find yourself in this situation where it was working before running the hardware performance analysis but stopped working after, you can clear the hardware performance analysis results by clearing the KineMaster app data in the app manager in Android settings. Then choose not to run the performance analysis when you restart KineMaster. Please keep in mind that this is essentially at your own risk. You may be able to create a project that is too heavy for your device and cannot be exported, resulting in the codec init fail error when exporting. The KineMaster developers are still working hard to continuously expand and improve support on other chipsets.
All right, thank you very much. That's a very wonderful thing you have seen. You can see, like I told you. This man is blessed. Honestly, this man is blessed. It's not. I won't deceive you. God is giving us one of the best, and that's why I said the lead instructor, the lead editor in the ministry, and that's Olufemi Abraham. It's not because don't think that it's only because it's on iPhone or on Android. You can edit. You can edit on any platform, any tool, whether laptop and all that. So you can do it easily. So it's no longer a news that many people have been saying, oh, you produce this, you produce that. You know, I've been showing you the white one, the one that I've done in where everything is. Let me say almost everything is there. This is done under the jurisdiction of a very, let me call mid-range phone. Sir, tell us, which phone do you use to do this, this particular?
Okay, as I said, it's a mid-range phone. I use this LTV Lico S3, which is a Chinese-based mid-range phone. it has a chipset of MediaTek Helio X20. Of course, it's one of those chipsets that's a high chipset for MediaTek, but it's not the very best for what we needed, but it's very fair enough. So which means that if you have something better, you can
it's on average.
It's on average. So if you have something better, you can imagine what you'll be able to achieve. Quite okay. I think one of the best chipsets we can talk about is the Qualcomm Snapdragon or the Exynos from the Samsung. Those one, and the higher Kirin from Huawei phones, and those higher, like the Qualcomm Snapdragon. If you have something like 821, 830 something and above, those chipsets are pretty good. When I lay my hand on phones with that chipset, they do wonders, because the capacity, the capability of what you can edit, it's smoother on them. Then also you need to put in consideration the ROM on it, the space you have, the internal storage you have on the phone is very important. And most of the time, if you want to purchase a phone for smartphone editing, I think it's better you purchase a phone with enough internal memory, like 64 gig.
That's right.
64 gig and above. I'm telling you, you do it. We are still working on.
Imagine if you're having 128.
Oh wow! I think I'll.
And it's about 6 gig gram or 8 gig gram, or let's say 32 gig gram.
No, they are not up to that now. I think they have, the highest I've been seeing around is 8 gig.
8 gig. Yes.
They don't even have many 8 grams, but we have 6 gig gram. But we have like 8 gig gram. Boy, I will do a full-fledged film, a full length film on that. Because the memory, the internal memory is very important. Because I want to put a lot of things, the music, the soundtrack, the rushes at a go. Most of the times I get constrained. You export these rushes because of the space is not enough. At times you have a lot on the phone that you cannot even export. That's another challenge you'll be facing. You cannot even export. So I have to break it into pieces, maybe before I do a 30 minutes documentary or whatever, and with standard rushes of full HD formats, you can imagine that kind of thing. On doing that on the phone, something that is shot on the standard DSLR camera, and you want to edit on the phone. I tell you, when you use on some phone with lower spec, you have a lot of constraint, and you feel that this KineMaster Pro is a mess. It's not a mess. It's because you don't get.
It's a peculiar mess.
It's because you don't get the basic rudiments. If you get the basic rudiments, the specification, you get it right, get the right phone with a higher spec for it. KineMaster is so professional that it has its own way of reading your phone capacity. Other applications, when I compared KineMaster with other, I don't want to mention other applications so that it won't look as if I am backlashing them. But I tell you, KineMaster so far, so going by my research, I think KineMaster came out the best. When you compare with other applications, it's all-in-one application that has all facilities, all that you need in reasonable measure for what you needed. Without using any other application, you can do quite a number of things right on the KineMaster application. And so you need to get the some of the basic requirements right before you start using the KineMaster. Get the basic requirements right on your phone. Make sure that you have enough memory and the RAM is good enough, not too low RAM, like 2 gig. 2 gig will do some job, but when some more technical job, higher technical job, you just get stuck up somewhere.
Maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes video, maybe 2 gig we do.
Maybe. Then it depends on the rush's capability. Like if you shot on that very phone, it will manage it well. But if it's like rushes from a standard camera, forget about it. You will have a lot of constraints, and you feel that camera is not good enough. It's about you understanding the device you are holding and how it operates, and the application you are using and how it operates. So we dig deep to learn what KineMaster has to offer, how it works with each phone. If you give me a phone, I will see how it works with that phone. The way it works with this particular phone is different. That's the reason why on the video we showed on some phone, after they add their performance requirement, after performing all those tests, you discover that on some phone it will come come up with 720p as the imports and export. And in some phone, it will come up with an import of full HD, 1080p, and you can export 1080p. Whereas in some phone, it will give you also export of 1080p with added value of video layer. In fact, some video layer will not be HD, it will be full HD. So that phone that is full HD video layer is having a higher capability for what I needed. I will go for the phone with full HD exports and full HD, at least 2 full HD layer, video layer exports. That would be quite good for me. They are working on 4K also. There are some 4K phones that do some 4K editing, but they are higher spec with higher chipsets. They are costlier than other phones. Those ones will do much more better. It will be faster, it will be more creative, you don't get bored, you don't get delayed unnecessarily, and your creativity will come out. Yeah. So that's just one thing about.
Well, somebody will ask a question.
All right.
How much you know so much? Are you an engineer? Or what happened? Why do you know so much about this thing?
Well, it all started, from they said our school. I got spurred up and got challenged. It was because of what we are facing, and you get irritated and God, what else can we do? The whole thing I said started when Brother Paul shot a film linked with deity with the smartphone. And me, I wasn't a film person that time. I don't know anything. So when I saw it, and I heard a lot of things, a lot of disappointment, constraint it's been having in the ministry, I got anger at that. I saw somebody which so loaded, and many people are destroying the vision of God. Many people are destroying it probably with the nonchalant attitude or not keying into it, or because with one thing they don't really know that is going to take away from the kingdom. And as an editor, you don't just care what this person is paying me for wedding. I want to edit his own work first, and you find someone who has a message for the next generation. You drop his work for 1-2 years. That angered me, and I started. I don't know. I love media stuff, really. I love media stuff, but I don't really know editing. I don't know more. I don't even know about filmmaking. I only went to the Sedmi school, the Sedu school, study. I even graduated in acting. You can imagine. But when I got challenged, I didn't just sit down on the acting. In fact, I don't even love to act again. I want to sit down on this phone thing. I got a new challenge, and as I sat on it, I read, went to YouTube. I will go to the school, to the Setma also. Some of the experiences some of the challenges he's having and some of his experience, I will bring it together. I will research more on some of the challenges, and I will come back to him. He will see one or two things, and let's do it. Why can you try this? You see, actually, go ahead, go and find out what you can do again. I will still go. I have a lot of push for me to improve, and I kept learning. And before I knew it, I started doing quite a number of things that I thought it was a minor thing. And before you know it, this thing has been taking us around Nigeria, throughout the nation. Before I knew it, I didn't even know, and I just find myself, look at me now, I find myself here, whereas I don't know anything before. But by the grace of God, God is helping us to improve better and better, and we still know that we are still going far. We will be much more better in the days to come.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Well, viewers, I promise you one off. It's supposed to be 2 days, but because he has a load of work. Right now as we're finishing, we're just going to dress up for the new class, and we have to get a lot of things done. I want to appreciate you, sir, and I pray this video will go more far. Like I promised, you're going to be doing some packaging for the Special Drama Film School online, but because of a lot of constraint like he mentioned, we don't want to just be giving people after almost 2 years. We cannot be giving people anything that is lower than the standard. So if you're going to be packaging, we're going to be using a good phone, or we're going to be using the standard camera to record and edit with the phone or edit with any other device, so that we can make it available maybe 2-3 minutes and all that. So we thank God for your life, sir. Thank you so much for joining. I know that's why I don't want to bother him again. That's why you see we do the part 1, we do the part 2. Part 1 is almost 30 minutes, and part 2 is like about 20 minutes again. That's a whole lot for us. Go and practice what you're learning. Please just don't sit down. Just don't sit down and say, these people know too much. These people, their mouth is smooth. No, their mouth is sweet. No, go and practicalize what you're doing. The more you practice, the better you become. Look at what he said. He said, I'm still growing. That is, as at this time of broadcast, what we know is what we are saying now. Okay? So next time you see another broadcast, it will be an update of what we will even call it update, so that you can know that it's different from the old one. So right now, initially the highest phone was like, if you have 2 gig RAM at that time, it was a king. Now if you have 4 gig this time, he's not becoming a king again. As of January, it was a king. But as this July, he's no longer a king. A king right now is 8 gig RAM. And they are also looking at what they can do on the go, so that the professionals like BBC, a lot of people, many of them are CNN, they are now using this thing very well. So don't take it for granted. And by the way, if you want to invite us, we are also available for you at a very affordable price, okay, for you to really get this knowledge to your group, to your organization, to your ministry, to your nation. This is a nation building that a lot of youth who are just moving around doing nothing, they can actually sit down to tell the story of their nation through using their smartphone to do a lot of things. And by the grace of God, you'll be watching some things live, okay? By the grace of God, if there's internet there, or we'll give you feedback later from Uganda. By the grace of God, I will be there by the grace of God in September, by the grace of God. So please stay tuned. We have a lot of nations calling us, and by the grace of God, you will see him also going around the nations. Now he's going around Nigeria now, but he's going to run nations in the name of Jesus. You will go around nations, not just Nigeria. By the grace of God. Thank you very much. God bless you. Monday through Friday is 9:30 a.m. Nigeria time. Saturday and Sunday is 9:30 p.m. except for locations, except for special occasions like this. That I said throughout this week is going to be 8 a.m. Nigeria time. Thank you very much. God bless you real good in Jesus' name. Bye for now. See you another time. Bye-bye.